Hello, everyone, and welcome back to The Price of Power, our Vampire the Masquerade V5 Chronicle. I am your storyteller, and I will be playing the wonderful supporting cast, and sometimes not wonderful supporting cast. And we're going to start by introducing you to these wonderful people I have with me, and we're going to start with Earthringer.
Oh snap. I get to go first again. What's up, everybody? I'm Ringer. Y'all know where to find me. I be on Twitch. I be on YouTube. I be at the Cookout TTRPGs. I be on SoundCloud sometimes. I'll make something eventually. And of course, I am here on ReeRoles, and hopefully you'll enjoy the antics of Walt Reshi. Next caller.
And next up is the lovely Ari, our favorite shadow.
Yay! Hi, I'm Ari. I play Sebastian here. You've seen me last night as Layla, who we discovered was a horrible flirt. And you catch me this Sunday over on the Bear Pen, because Blood of the Bayou's back, so I'll be playing another vampire. But also check me out on the Cookout TTRPG, where I play a variety of characters. Small Shadow Snack is my Twitter if you want to follow for all the possums.
Okay. And next up is Dai, our one necromancer.
Hi, I'm Di. I am playing Tansy, who is the absolute best Hecata, and I love her so much. She's adorable. You can also find me on Twitter at Dicromaniac and on the Bear Pen on Follow Unbound on Friday nights, and on the Cookout TTRPG. Episodes drop Thursdays for Reclamation, where I play Mare, who's great. That's what I got.
Last but not least, we have Sir Monolith, our first thaumaturgist.
First off, how dare you say that we're sometimes not amazing? But yes, I'm at Sir Monolith on Twitter, and you can find me sometimes doing stuff there. I'm not super active, but right now I'm having fun playing in this game here with Ree, as well as another one on Sunday nights. You should come check out with most of the people here, minus Di, unfortunately. Erythian Nights on Sunday nights at 6 p.m. Pacific or 9 p.m. Eastern. So definitely come check that out too. But tonight, I can't wait to get back into it and see what minor, absolutely trivial bumps and bruises may occur, and possibly definitely not get eaten. Maybe.
Sure. All right, and with that, we are going to dive back into our wonderful lives or unlives of this coterie. At the end of our last session, we were following as Anosh was chasing something through the middle of the night. However, our camera is going to focus on a different meeting, a conversation that has been happening for a little while now. And with that, we are following Tansy as you are arriving at the... It's very hard to explain the location that you are in because it is officially no longer around. It is a place that was destroyed a very long time ago. However, it was rediscovered deeper under the city and is currently ran by the current leader of the Hakata in this area. But before we get to that, Tansy, can I have you give me a rouse check?
That's a fail. That's fine.
The beast grows hungrier. Do you activate the Blush of Life tonight?
No, I do not.
Okay. And as you are stepping through these halls, you can definitely see the imagery around you. There are gargoyles that have been placed strategically throughout the room. There are open coffins and closed coffins kind of hanging against the back walls here. Some are descending from chains. And as you enter, you see a woman sitting on a throne almost. It looks to have been made of bones, and in the palm of her right hand is a skull that seems to have been cut open, and you can smell the barest hints of blood coming from the center of it. And as she looks at you, she gives you a smile that is equal parts pleasant and frightening. It is unsettling, and you are certain this woman is not normal, not human, or at least not very human. And you know her as the current Dawn of the Hakata in this region, but you also know her by a different name. You know her as Auntie. And you see the form of Ileana sitting, looking as gorgeous as usual. And as she looks at you, she beckons you to come closer.
Auntie, hi. How are you? It's been a while. This is I love what you've done with the place.
Yes, it is beginning to be presentable. It's nothing like the mausoleum, but sacrifices have been made. I'm told you've already found yourself in some interesting positions.
So, listen, we had a run in. The Camarilla just came and they started asking all of these favors, and we had to go clean up their mess. And listen, I didn't really want a police station in our dominion anyway. That just sounded like bad news. And two birds, one stone, and you'd think they would have been happy with that. But no, apparently that was more of a problem. And now I'm supposed to owe them a favor, and I don't want to owe them a favor. And I had to get out of there, and it was just a whole mess. And yeah, and I had to ask Renato for a favor for one of my coterie mates, and things are just getting so complicated. I know you guys said this was going to be a lot, but I did not think this was going to be this complicated this quickly.
Yes, I had heard Renato let me know exactly what was going on. Most shadow dancers are at least somewhat in control of themselves, at least from what I've heard. The few I've encountered weren't exactly impressive, but oh well, naturally there will be some situations that need to be done. However, the Camarilla isn't exactly as powerful as it used to be, so there's nothing for you to be overly concerned about. Most of their number seems to have scattered themselves off to who knows where, chasing whatever phantoms they have left behind. But that isn't what I've called you here for. Have you encountered anything unique with your new friends?
Unique? They seem normal. Maybe it's just kind of weird. So Walt's really nice, and he really likes me. But I don't know. It's just weird that he's like a Tremere, and nobody knows who his sire was. That seemed weird to me, because that didn't seem normal. And then I don't know. Anush is so much older than the rest of us, and I don't know what's going on with him. And he keeps asking us if we want to drink his blood, which it sounds great on the surface, but we all know what that leads to, and that's not a good idea. So I guess maybe that's a little weird. And I don't know, Sebastian's fine. I think he just thinks he's better than us because he's a La Sombra, but we all know that we're actually better. Which, but he's not, mean or anything. And he did kind of save my life. So I kind of owe him.
Well, be careful. Words have a weight, and to declare to owe someone is a particularly nasty problem. Tell me more about this Tremere, though. He sounds interesting.
He is. No, he's a really good guy. He just, he's always making these experiments and stuff like that, and I don't quite know what he's doing. But he brings me rats he eats the rats, but then I get to play with the rats when they're done. And I've been making some really pretty jewelry. I think you would really love it. I'll bring you some earrings. So that's pretty fun. But he doesn't know anything about him or where he came from or us or really a lot of I haven't seen him do anything blood sorcery wise, a little bit, but not what you would think he could do. And now she doesn't know anybody. And like everybody else knows somebody, and he doesn't know anyone.
That is unusual.
Right? They always like come in packs.
Yes, we have had more than our fair share of encounters. And this Anash, what about him? Or them, I suppose.
I mean, he really loves his swords, and he seems like he knows what's going on, but then I don't know. Sometimes he just kind of looks at you like he wants to eat you, and like I get it, but also like, no.
You know what clan they're from?
Storyteller, do I don't know if I know specifically what clan he is.
I don't believe Anash has ever
Anash
said
mentioned?
which clan he was from. I would say, I believe Anash has mentioned that they can do blood sorcery at some point. I think.
Yeah.
He doesn't walk around going,
is that-
"Hi, everybody. I am Banu Hakim. My name is
No, he
Tom."
cannot do
And
that.
Yeah, that's what I was like. That does not seem like something
What
you
I
do.
will say is, what is your occult level at the moment?
Mine, I have 4 dots.
ooh,
Okay, I will say you've seen enough that you could make a roll to see what you've known based on what you've heard. But it will require, I will say, at least 5 successes.
All right. So occult plus
Intelligence.
intelligence. Ooh, all right. We get 2 more. 9. Oh, that's 1. Oh, well, that's only 1 success. So I don't know anything today. I'm completely overwhelmed by seeing Auntie again, and really her mausoleum. She needs some color, like maybe spray some gold. I'm distracted by thinking about how we need to redecorate this mausoleum, and I'm not really thinking about what all the pieces of Flodanush has told me.
I will say you are pretty confident that they aren't a Nosferatu, nor do they seem to be a Toreador to you. But you aren't too sure about any of the other options.
I mean, well, he's definitely not a Nosferatu. That I know for a fact.
All right. Well, it sounds like your friends have potential. There will be opportunities for you to gain a lot from working with them.
I think so. I mean, they didn't let me die, and yeah, okay, so they staked me, but like they staked me out of love, and and then Noosh like brought me food. Well, he brought me him, but they didn't let me die. So, friends.
How many times have you drunken from this, Anash?
Oh, just the once, and then Walt drank from me once, and so it's yeah. I know it's getting a little complicated.
So this
We just need to like
Tremere has a blood bond to you, is that correct?
yeah. He'd do basically anything for me.
All right, there is potential there for you, Tansy. It's been a long time since we've had someone who understood how to use their blood sorcery. I want you to find a way to convince Walter to teach you.
Oh, he would absolutely love to teach me. He's always trying to show me the experiments he's working on. This is going to be super easy.
Of course. You have yet to disappoint me, and I believe, should you complete this task, I will have a reward for you. There's something that I've been meaning to pass along to someone else for a while now.
Oh my gosh, that is so sweet. I would be honored. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. What do you think? Can you give me like we've got a lot going on. Can you give me like a week, maybe 2?
Of course. I assume you have yet to hear the news about what's happening a week from now.
Yeah, no, I admit I've been wrapped up in well, I mean, there was the whole thing with the police station, and there was the thing that in the warehouse that was a whole mess. So yeah, I barely had time to like stop and redo my nails.
is such a tragedy, but it appears that the young Prince of Cleveland has felt it was necessary to create an Elysium for next week.
Oh, that's so exciting. I need to buy new shoes.
Of course, take care of however you need to prepare. The entire family, well, in the area anyway, will be in attendance.
Of course. Oh my goodness, this will be so great. I can't wait to see everybody again. It's gonna be lovely.
Of course, like a big, happy family. They've even gotten that fool from Masquerade to deliver a message to the rest of your friends.
Okay, you want me to wait? Sorry. Who am I delivering a message? Am I delivering a message? Or someone
She
else
said they
delivering?
even got that fool from the Samedi to deliver a message to your friends.
Oh, what? Are you? I missed that.
Yes. I'm sure he had a fun time in messing with the younger kindred. He takes far too much joy from frightening fresh children, but who am I to judge? We all have our
Do you want me
hobbies.
to go talk to him and tell him to back off? I mean, those are my friends. Like he can go be weird somewhere else, but these are my friends. I can tell him to back off.
No, it'll be fine. And I can't rob him of mostly innocent fun, and I don't believe they will be a danger to your companions.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right. I've got enough going on. I don't need to cause trouble. And besides, we're all supposed to be trying to get along anyway, right?
And how is your studies of necromancy going?
Pretty good. I had a really great opportunity to get all the stuff I needed, and I totally forgot to get a picture. So next time I kill somebody, I'm absolutely getting a picture. So that was my bad. Um, so I just need to remember to take selfies with people first, or maybe I should just go and take. Hmm. I'll figure out how to get pictures. But other than that, oh, I did. You know, I when I told you about the police station, I did do the whole um aura thing, and I completely disintegrated the building and the people in it. That was pretty cool.
It's not bad, actually.
It was really fun.
Well,
I kind of want to do it
in
again.
that case, be careful. We don't need the mortals becoming more aware of us. Appears that someone, either the Camarilla or the Anarchs, have led to more hunters.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do quieter stuff. And
That
hey,
would be
I've got all this
wise.
blood sorcery to keep me busy, and that seems, like it's way less attention. It's not going to cause a lot of people to pay attention to that, hopefully.
Perhaps. If I remember correctly, you should be nearing a choice soon. Do you intend to focus on exploring the Shadowlands, or do you wish to know more about manipulating the material body?
No, I think I really want to see what's going on the other side. There's so much going on over there, and I just think yeah, this plane of existence is fun and all, but the real power is over there. And what's the point of being able to do all this stuff if you just hang out on this side of the veil when there's all of that over there? It's way cooler.
All right. At least your ambition hasn't been dulled by the tower. I believe you should be able to get there soon enough, but if you continue to do well, I wouldn't mind at least taking you to see some places that are a bit more touched by the spirits.
Oh my gosh, road trip.
Also, should you find any interesting things, whether they be rumors or objects, make sure to bring some of them back here. The fewer benefits that the Camarilla can receive, the better for the family.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because then they're gonna want stuff from us, and they're gonna do things we want, so they can get stuff that we have.
Exactly. A debt is worth much more than, well, life for the most part. Is there anything you'd need to ask of me before you leave this evening?
So let's see. I need making sure that I have my list. I need to learn blood sorcery. I need to keep on keeping tabs on my coterie mates. And you want to know more about Anush once I figure that out. I get to go to Elysium, and then if I do really, really well, and then we get to go on a road trip to the Shadowlands.
Sounds like that should keep you busy for quite a while.
Yeah, on top of who knows what everyone else has going on.
Alright, well, be sure to keep yourself safe.
I'm always safe.
And do not trust those people. I wouldn't recommend trusting the family, but you certainly shouldn't trust people outside of the family.
Absolutely. No trusting. Got it.
Alright, do you need something to feed on before you leave?
I mean, I wouldn't say no to a snack.
Would you like something fresh, or I don't know if people are just still drinking from bags of blood or not.
No. Bags, no. But it doesn't. Fresh isn't necessarily a problem. Just have something lying around.
All right. Make your way down the hall. I don't believe it will be good for you to have something too potent at the moment.
Aw, thanks, Auntie. You are the best. I will be in touch.
Good luck.
And I'm gonna skip down the hall and see if what Auntie's fridge is stocked with.
And as you do make your way further into these kind of underground catacombs almost, you do come across a room that has been locked. And you can see here that as you approach it, it is unlocked and does slowly swing open. And as you step inside, you see there are stone tables, and on each of them there are a few lifeless bodies and things. And you know that it is for typically kindred that are rather young enough to still take sustenance from the truly dead. And you may drink as much as you like.
Excellent. Yeah, so I'm gonna bring myself back down to one hunger. Take off one spot. Was at 2,
Okay.
now I'm at 1.
All right.
Just, top off the tank a little.
All right. And as you finish up, is there anything else you wish to do before you leave?
Yeah, if I could explore a little more, is there like a library in here at all? Like, do I know if Auntie has like a book collection that I could maybe, take a book out or something like that? If there's anything interesting.
You do know that your aunt has collected a few books from her times throughout the last few centuries. Most of them are in Italian, so I do not believe Tansy can read Italian at the moment. Roll me a d10 and tell me if you get a success or not. And that'll be a 6 or higher.
Nope, it's 3. Oh my dice.
You feel that
Did you?
you feel if you had some more time, you could probably find some things that are useful. But just looking around, most of the books seem to be in either Italian or Greek. Very difficult to read.
Okay. Maybe she'll teach me Italian later. Maybe that's what she's gonna do. All right. Kind of dust off and head back up, and I'm going to text. At first, I'm going to try to text Sebastian, as is my standard instinct, and realize halfway through that no, Sebastian does not have a phone again, and text Walt instead. Like, hey, sorry, I got caught up. What are you guys up to?
Walt don't got a phone either.
Oh, that's right. Walt doesn't have a phone.
Mm-mm.
No one has a phone.
You made a lot of promises to Auntie.
So I'm pretty sure.
Right.
I'm pretty sure you lied to her.
Does Anush have a phone? Please tell me Anush has a phone.
I mean, he may, but he's probably busy chasing after his long lost dream of meeting whoever the hell this person was on the other line of the phone.
Yes, unfortunately, I should not be able to answer any messages at the moment.
I'm still gonna send one to Anash, just because makes me feel better after typing this text message up for the third time to hit send. And obviously I don't get an answer, and so I'm going to make my way back to our little mausoleum.
You can request a ride from one of the other members of the family, ones that have not had the kiss yet. But they are still somewhat mortal, but you are aware that they are special. They are ghouls, for lack of a better term. And they are available to you should you need them.
Yeah, oh my gosh, I do not want to go walking, that far in these shoes. I'm gonna look at one of the ghouls and say, hey, can I need you to drag me home?
You do see a man who is built more like a refrigerator, just kind of large and stocky, with very gelled back hair, just kind of nods to you and escorts you out. And then outside, you see waiting for you is a very large kind of black SUV with very tinted windows, almost illegal, but not quite. A few minutes later, you are off into the night. And now that brings us back to Anash. Anash, as you are moving through the city, you don't really notice exactly where you're going. The signs around you, the city around you seems to kind of disappear into a haze. And before long, you found yourself standing in a glass building. You can see that there is a welcome desk that says something, but you are hardly paying it any significant attention. And as you move your way, you feel this humid heat begin to kind of wash over you. And you notice that there are plants kind of just spread around you. You figure you may be in some sort of garden or something. And as you approach, you see there is a woman who is wearing this very nice, very kind of thin black dress, who is sitting underneath a very large looking tree. And as you approach, she turns and she looks at you, and you feel this innate predator vibe from her. It's almost like you have an instinctual knowledge that whatever this is, she is hardly normal and is very dangerous. And as soon as you see her, that effect compelling you to approach ends.
Oh, wow. Where is this that you brought me? This is beautiful. This is very interesting. Well,
It
who
is.
are you?
I have
very
a
alluring.
few names over the generations. Tonight you can call me Lilitu.
Lilitu or Litu?
Lilitu, 2 L's.
Okay.
Well, hello, Lilitu. I am assuming that the gentleman you called was a acquaintance of yours.
Yes, he has been very loyal to me over the years.
Oh, well, that's good. Loyalty is hard to find these days.
It is very difficult. But I'm told you wanted something from me.
Oh, we may have been looking to procure some rare books for an interested party. I don't know exactly who the party was, but they
I
sent
have my ideas. But you intended to take them, did you not?
Well, we asked about buying them, but he said that would be impossible.
Indeed. Well, that puts us at a bit of an impasse. It is very rude to steal, and you harmed someone that I particularly like.
Well, I apologize for that. I was not aware of who this man was connected with. Perhaps we would have done things differently.
Perhaps, but I find people such as yourself tend to behave the way they would have behaved regardless. I find fear to be such a dull teacher.
It works well enough on humans.
But we are not humans, are we?
No, and much to my surprise, neither was your shopkeep.
I will take a price from you. You will probably not notice or remember what it is until later. But you will lose it.
Is there something that you would request of me directly?
There are many things that I want from you. However, I don't need to ask them from you. After all, you were going to take from me, were you not?
Of course.
Can I have you roll your composure and intelligence +2 for me, please?
To prevent pants shitting. You said resolve plus composure?
Composure intelligence.
Oh, sorry. Well, same number of dice. Oh my god, roll 20. Stop changing the size of the window. Ooh,
Nice.
8 successes was a messy crit. I think? No, normal crit. Never mind. I mean, I have 2 blood dice, but
That
neither
is
the blood
normal.
crit.
As she's speaking, you become aware that something is affecting you, and you are able to resist. And as you do, you notice the plants around you begin to move, kind of sinewy and snake-like, as they begin to inch closer and closer to you. Do you do anything?
Did you ask, do you do anything?
Yeah.
Yes, do you do anything?
Okay.
is there, like, how far into this building am I?
You weren't paying attention to the exact distance traveled, but you know that it took you at least 10 minutes to get here when you were moving before, from when
No,
you
I meant
entered
like
the building.
10 minutes from
Yeah,
the entrance to the building.
from entering
Okay.
the building to where you are now.
Good grief.
So this is a big place.
Where are you, Doc? 10 minutes?
I'm like,
At full speed.
I'm like, well, he could run, but 10 minutes is a lot of running. He'll just look at the plants inching toward him and kind of, slowly start to move away from them and look back to her and ask, do we really need to play these games?
No, you don't. And before you have time to react, there is a blur of motion, and she is standing right in front of you.
What in the name of anime?
High level celerity, man. Some powerful vampires domain. I'm not running away.
Hopefully we'll see each other on better terms next time. And as she reaches out with her hand and she just gently caresses your face, and you feel agony spreading through every part of your body, as it almost feels as if the muscles in your jaw are being ripped apart and put back together again. And you take 2 aggravated damage.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
And as you kind of recoil in pain, you turn to look back at her, and she's gone.
Well, I knew she was going to just rub his jaw and probably cough up a little blood or something. I don't know. 2 points of aggravated damage is a lot for the face. And just be like, smooth. Yes, I hope we do meet on better terms next time, wherever you are. And I guess he'll just turn to leave. Because he knows that, if they wanted to kill him, he'd be dead. And that the fact that they've left at this point means that they probably no longer want to interact with him.
All right. And as you leave, as soon as you make it back out into the streets proper, you feel this weight that settled onto your shoulders fade away. And you look around, and as you think about it, roll me an intelligence. Just roll me your intelligence dice.
He's smarter than your average bear, but he's not that smart.
Maybe it'll be enough.
But 2 9s.
You aren't sure what it is, but something about that was different to you. Like the process of entering the building, talking to her, and leaving. There was something off about that, but you can't put your finger on exactly what it was. And with that, Anash, what do you do?
Well, probably I would. I think I only got a point of blood or a point of hunger from the shopkeep before the phone call happened. So I was down at 2, so I'm not super hungry. But because he's in a little pain, about a toothache or something. Well, first off, I guess I should say, are there any reflective surfaces nearby?
There are like windows nearby, like the glass that would make up just average city windows and things like that around, but
Can
nothing.
you see his face in it?
Yeah, you do. And as
Does
you
my
look,
face look jacked up?
no, You see your actual facial features seem normal.
Okay, well, that's good. I mean, at least for appearance's sake. At least she kept me pretty. So yeah, I think I'll probably do a hunting roll, and as I'm heading back towards the coterie, the unofficial coterie haven.
Roll me your hunting roll.
Let's see here. Messy crit.
Nice.
Just crits all over the place.
All right. As
So
you
what got me into
this,
trouble the first time. Messy crit in the hunting roll.
As you move through the city, you find someone, an older woman, maybe in her early 40s, out just kind of getting rid of trash and taking care of something in her car. And there's no one else around. And as you move closer, you prepare to hunt, prepare to feed, you bite into her neck. And as you expect the refreshing feeling of the vitae to rush into you, instead it tastes like ash in your mouth. And as you do this, you pull back, and as you do, the woman turns, looks at you before letting out a scream. And as she begins to scream, you see lights beginning to flicker on the streets around you. What do you do?
Can't catch a break.
Yep. Yep. None of us can.
It's okay. It makes it more fun.
What's happening?
Can't get something to eat without something happening every time.
Let's see. I've had Second Inquisition. The shopkeep thing I did to myself. And this one, he's really just, he's like, does it taste so bad that he can't like force himself to drink it? Or
I would say if you spend a point of willpower, you can continue feeding, but it is nothing like the same what you'd expect.
You know what? He's over it. It's been a night. He's gonna spend a point of willpower, and he's gonna fucking drain her.
Okay.
Because there's something weird going on, and he thinks that it's because of her, and he does not have time for that shit right now.
Okay.
He's probably wrong, but
as you attempt to completely drain this woman, you are going to have to move quickly, because as you are waiting, you see that the street is coming alive.
I just drag her into an alley as I'm draining her, or
sure.
I
would say she is still resisting you, but you can do it with your strength. They give like 3 dots of strength. You can do it. Sure. And as you are attempting to drain everything from this woman, you feel her kind of fading in your hands and arms. And as the last of the spark leaves her, you find it far less filling than you'd expect. It's almost watered down, for lack of a better term. You gain 2 total points from her when you should have gained about twice as much.
Oh, I had 2 hunger, so that brings me down to 0.
Still enough. Well, yes, you will still get down to 0, yes. Yeah, but it is far less filling than you would have expected. It is just barely enough to you, but you still do.
Did I just see the thin blood?
You know, and as you are doing this, now you've begun to see people have begun to come out of their homes. You see an older man with what looks to be like a baseball bat in one hand. Another one, you see like another woman in her like late 30s and a younger man behind her.
Yo, they was ready.
They don't seem to be looking specifically, but they seem to be aware that something just happened. Yes.
Okay. Well,
that's the real neighborhood watch.
Well, Anush is going to, try to close the wound, and
Unfortunately, you cannot lick the
can't?
wound of a corpse.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you could do it like as you were finishing the action. All right, that's fine. I guess I'll just stash her in the nearest place to stash her and activate because he's not in plain sight of anybody right now. I'm assuming,
Yourself?
right? Or
No, you're good. No one is seeing you right now. They all seem to be just kind of checking the street. You figure they heard the scream, but they're not sure about anything else at the moment.
okay. Well, I'm gonna arouse the blood then to activate unseen passage, and I'm just gonna activate silence of death as well, and try to make a getaway. So let me make that. Actually, I never made my first rouse check either when we switched over. So let me do that. So I have to do 2 rouse checks.
Sure.
That'll tell
Hopefully
us
they go
where
well
we're
for
really
you.
at. There's 1 success and 1 gain. It's okay.
Alright, you are back to Hunger 1.
Wah, wah.
All right.
It's okay.
It is a bit touch and go as you're leaving. There are definitely people who are kind of talking to each other. You hear them calling out, looking around for whatever happened. But you're able to stash this woman in a dumpster that was nearby. And a few minutes later, you've safely left this neighborhood.
Well, and he's just going to make his way straight back to the Coterie Haven, or the makeshift Coterie Haven.
Okay. It takes you a few minutes. We'll say a total of about 25 minutes to make it back on foot. There are a few times where you're kind of forced to move around as there's some of the streets are a bit more populated than normal. But you get back there in time. And as you arrive, I will say this is at the same time that Tansy arrives.
Do I see her, like, walking toward the... Also, point of order. Tansy drank from me 2 times.
2 times? Ah.
It's okay. It's okay. I thought you maybe were just kind of like intentionally leaving that out from the guy. Just be like, yeah, I think I drank from him once.
You know, I like that. Let's roll with that. Yes, I intentionally lied to Auntie because I knew it would be bad. Yep.
Auntie's gonna be mad.
Let's do it.
No collard greens for you.
If I see Di, or not Di, if I see Di's character coming in, I will I'll kind of follow her into the crypt and then drop and then become visible and greet her.
Yeah, you can see as you're walking up, you see the big black SUV, and I walk around and sort of do like the air kisses on the side of the driver's cheeks before he leaves. I see like, hi, oh my god, I haven't seen you in forever. It's been like at least a night. Where have you been? What's going on?
It's been a night. Yes, that's a good way to describe it. He's still got the taste of ash in his mouth. That woman was not good at all.
Oh.
Woman say she tasted ashy.
Lotion is important for everyone.
She was not good. There was it's okay. We're fine.
I'm glad you're okay. Are there like what? It sounds like that was weird. Like, okay, I know things have been weird lately, but it sounds like that was like extra weird. Do you need anything?
I was
You did that on purpose. I know you did.
I actually did.
Oh, that makes it funnier.
No, I was just thinking.
Please say that happened in character. That was too good. That repositioning.
The pause. Yes. Have you seen everybody else?
No. So I tried to text Sebastian, and then I realized that he doesn't have a phone. And then I tried to text Walt, and then realized that he doesn't have a phone. And then I texted you, and you didn't answer. And so we really have to figure something out. Like I don't.
Oh, sorry. As he's like looking down at his phone, I was a little preoccupied, and then after that, as he's like rubbing his face, after that encounter, yeah, I was just kind of hungry, a little peckish, and then that didn't go very well.
Yeah. But someone
But
was bad. I, listen, I don't want to tell you what to do with your life, but I'm just saying, have you tried eating off of dead people? Because they really don't cause that many problems.
I mean, I made one earlier tonight. Sorry, I should have taken a picture. I forgot.
Yes. Come on. I need you to help me.
Next time. Next time.
I need pictures, and I need, just like a ring, their wallet. Their wallet would be perfect. Actually, their wallet is better than perfect, because then I have a thing, and if they have a picture ID, I've got a picture. So yeah, just bring me wallets.
I'm sorry.
Credit cards.
I should have stolen her purse. I apologize. There was a lot of screaming, and there was a lot of flashing lights, and then the whole neighborhood was there with baseball bats, and I thought that it was probably best to just go.
Okay, so like I know I haven't read a lot of books, but I remember like Frankenstein, where they show up at the place with like pitchforks or whatever. Like you didn't like set like a whole neighborhood with bats and like pitchforks on us, right?
Oh no, they actually didn't see me. They just heard her screaming. She put up quite a bit of a fight for an old lady. That old gal had some pep in her step.
You killed an old lady?
Well, I was hungry, and it was what was available, so.
And actually, you know what? That's probably better than like somebody young who had their whole life ahead of them. So actually, I think you probably did a good thing.
I don't know about that. Humans life is fleeting, right? But
Yeah, but she's not like new. She, her life is like at the end. So that's it's like better, right?
I suppose I prefer to go after the criminal element, but
I can respect that, but the whole neighborhood thing, that doesn't seem right or normal, and you should probably let Sebastian know. I mean, Walt would probably care too. I don't know if Walt would have any ideas.
She screamed really loud, and then all the lights were flickering. It was really weird. I don't know what was going on. I just know I didn't have time for that, and I was like, we need to put an end to this right now. And she just tasted really bad. Really bad. I don't know.
Sounds icky.
Yeah, it was gross. It was gross.
It's at this point that Sebastian and Walt, you make it back. After Anosh apparently deserted you all at that shop.
Yo, Sebastian, this crazy, man. Like, didn't we all say we was gonna meet back at the car?
I find that sometimes people don't always respect time. I'm giving them 10 minutes before I head back.
I'm just saying, man. Like, I thought we was a time crunch, and then y'all trying to do something dangerous. And next thing you know, we're missing somebody.
Oh, I'm sure Anish is fine. Nobody's been able to get the drop on him before.
Okay, y'all know how these things go. I just work here, you know what I'm saying? I just live here with y'all.
It should be fine. I'm pretty sure he wandered a bit too far.
So Sebastian, I'm just saying, man, like how you feel about buying me like a guinea pig or something?
Like an actual, I don't even know if pet stores are open this late.
I mean, they don't have to be open for us to get one.
Oh, we are not breaking and entering into a pet store. We are supposed to be laying low.
Y'all talking about breaking into a bookstore earlier. What you mean?
No, we were looking at the bookstore. We weren't breaking into it. We were scouting it out.
Oh, what? So when y'all want knowledge, it's okay to break into stores, but when y'all's hungry, y'all can't even do nothing?
Do you want me to help you, like, find something? We all know how this is gonna go. I'm going to scare them off. You're not gonna get anything to eat.
If I do that, I just get hungry. Let's just go home, man. Let's just go home. I'll figure something out, man.
Yeah, I feel like we've waited long enough. Let's go home. I feel like the rats in our area like you more.
At least the cops didn't do nothing while I was waiting in the car.
No, I don't think you would. All you would have had to say was you were waiting on us.
I wonder what was up with them birds, though. Y'all cast any, like, magic or something up in there? Call some birds?
I have to bring Tansy back by. I'm pretty sure she could probably figure it out.
So that's not a normal vampire thing.
Depends.
Man, all this stuff is weird, man. Ain't nobody give me no handbook yet or nothing, man.
Gangrels can talk to animals. Nosferatu can talk to animals.
You said gangrene?
Gangrel. Gangrel. No, just... Okay, we've got questions. Anush already hopefully has explained the... What is the biggest question that you have? I'll see if I can answer it.
Walt pulls out a notepad, starts looking over it.
He just like turns on the car and just is like, yes, we're gonna answer questions as we're driving back to the crypt.
All right, so about people with gangrene calling out birds. Why they don't eat them?
Gangrel. Gangrel. Right, write that down properly.
Now, see, that's funny, Sebastian. You messing with me, man.
No, that's literally their clan's name.
Why would they call themselves something like that?
That is lost to the mists of time. At least to me it is. I'm pretty sure somebody's got the answer to that. At least my clan makes sense.
So do they eat the birds, or do they just call them to fly around people?
They're the clan that's more closely tied to nature.
I mean, what that's supposed to mean to me? They run the zoo or something?
Yeah, probably.
So they be eating tigers?
Probably. Or they're friends with the tiger.
You can be friends with a tiger?
Walt looks very interested.
You have the ability to, like, talk to animals, right?
Why would I do that?
Okay, right.
You want to have a conversation with your food before you eat it?
I mean, no. I mean, I do, but...
You weird, Sebastian.
Well, I don't eat animals. I eat people.
All right, well, when you used to be a person, right? Did you try to talk to your steak before you ate it?
No, because I didn't eat steak.
What you eat then? Oh, you was one of them liquid tide brothers. I see how it is.
No. I was vegetarian.
But the eggs was okay though. Vegetarians can have dairy.
Yeah,
I remember
dairy,
that much.
But eggs,
So what? You can have cheese?
Yeah, I could have cheese. God, I miss grilled cheese.
I mean, why don't you put some blood in the bread? Maybe you can still eat it.
Oh, no, trust me. That was the first 6 months of unlife, and let me tell you, it is not pleasant when it comes back up.
That's what happens?
Have you never tried to eat something like food?
I mean, I thought about it. I tried to have ramen noodles and blood. I thought I was just sick.
No. No, that'll happen every time you try to eat food.
I thought they was just stale, man.
No. That is your body saying no in the most aggressive way.
So is there anything we can't have besides blood?
I know some people can eat organs.
Why they gotta do that?
I don't know.
Is it for the nutrients?
I have no clue. I've seen one person do it.
What happened to that person?
I have no clue. I used to run with my sire. I have no idea if they're still around or not.
I'll cut the interview short because I know everybody wants to play. But I'm having
Okay,
fun.
we were talking for a long time too, so.
He's just like turning the wheel to like drive as he.
So Sebastian's just like, God damn it, stop talking.
Oh, Walt's gonna bug you. Walt is going to bug you.
Driving aimlessly with these gas prices?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, as you all are having your conversation, if there's any more details you wish to share with one another, have you arriving outside of your sort of haven. And as you do so, you do find that the door, the kind of the grass around the front and the door seem to have been opened recently. It has that, there's not quite the lights are on, but it has that someone has kind of just been here recently look to it.
Either it's a break-in or folks is home. What you think, Sebastian?
I don't know, but be prepared for anything. And he's gonna take out his knife, activate his oblivion sight, and just gently open the door.
Okay.
Walt's just gonna draw a knife, his kitchen knife, and follow suit. He's making sure to follow Sebastian.
You push open the door. The room is as bright as any other day for you, Sebastian. The shadows seem to kind of peel themselves away. Tansy and Anash, are you two in the kind of front entrance room?
Yeah, I don't know why we wouldn't be. Yeah, I'm probably sitting in the front entrance room and I'm repainting my nails and listening to all of Anash's adventures with the bookstore.
It's not like Walt's gonna walk into to Tansy drinking Anash's blood and freak out.
It could happen. I don't know.
Well, then as you two enter, that is what you see.
Oh, so you actually made it back, Saracen. Okay, then.
You couldn't have like let us know you weren't going to be there. We waited like 20 minutes.
Yeah, sorry about that. I went out for a drink, and you know I happened to cross the bookkeeper from the store, and well, he may have been a little more than he seemed, and before you know it, I was to some weird location I'd never seen before. Do I remember where it's at, Reek?
Oh, is this where I
Roll
think it is?
You have 2 success. If you have 2 successes, you remember.
If this is Holden Arboretum, you need to go sit in the corner. If this is Holden Arboretum, you need to sit in the corner.
Let's see, yeah, because he was a bit shook. So, well, it was a rough night, so he could easily have not been paying super close attention. Let's see. Nope.
Wow.
Nope.
Not really. You were focused. I think this is an actual bestial failure. Let me see what to do for this. I don't know. Let me see. What does the book tell me to do for this? I don't know. I was not expecting this. You guys are not very well liked by your dice. You get a compulsion. Yeah, compulsion.
Oh boy.
Maybe compulsions for bestial failure is nice.
Let me just roll a d10 really quick.
It's getting judged.
You attempt to look back on what happened, and as the more you think about it, the more you kind of reflect on what this strange woman said to you, and the pain, and everything that happened afterwards, the strange people that seemed to react too quickly, you realize that there's something wrong with that. It was insane and it doesn't make sense, and you are convinced that something is going to happen, and you are currently afflicted with paranoia.
Excellent. All right. Okay. Fantastic. Let's see here. Let me add this in.
Yes, you are. So you are in a social setting. So you treat everyone with suspicion, trying to get any and all out of engagements. Basically, you need to spend an hour in an area that is safe to you before it will end.
Yeah, but I don't know that.
Yes, you all may continue.
Yeah. So I can't really remember exactly where it was exactly right now. You know, it was all a bit of a blur, and yeah, I got to meet the person who owns those books. So I'm probably not gonna go try to get those books again.
I mean, I could go get those books.
I mean, if you can get them to part with them, they didn't really seem too eager to sell them. So that's what I told her. I said, "Hey," she was like, "Well, you're going to steal them," and I was like, "Well, you weren't going to sell them, so what am I supposed to do?"
Wait, you told her we were going to steal them?
Well, I didn't tell her that. She knew because I tried to eat her shopkeep.
Well, okay, first off, why did you go back for the shopkeep?
Well, I didn't really mean to find the shopkeep. Totally meant to find the shopkeep.
As this conversation is going on, Waltz is going to inch closer to Tansy, but not say anything.
I'm just looking back and forth, trying to piece this whole thing together.
So after we went in there, you just decided, I'm hungry. Oh, look, the shopkeep's right here.
Well, he had the key around his neck, right? So I figured, maybe fate is looking kindly on us tonight, and he just happens to be in this spot where I'm looking for food. Perhaps seize the day, right? Carpe diem.
It's the middle of the night. Why would you use carpe diem?
It's an expression.
Okay. So you. Oh, why would you ever think fate smiles upon us?
Hey, there's always a first time for everything, But tonight was not that night.
It's never that night. Let's not poke fate.
Sometimes when life gives you an olive branch, you just, you got to reach out and take it. And what I thought was an olive branch wound up being a thorn bush, So, but it's okay. I'm here in mostly one piece. He rubs his face. So it's all good. Had a little bit of a kerfuffle when I was looking for a snack, but it's fine. Nobody saw anything.
Oh no! Please elaborate on kerfuffle. What happened with kerfuffle?
Oh, there's this old lady, and
you attacked somebody's grandma.
Well, I was hungry. It had been a bad night, and she, just like the shopkeep. And one thing led to another. She screamed really loud, and she tasted so nasty. Like normally, like it doesn't matter if they're young or old. They, humans taste good, ish. But not her. Like she tasted a little like, I want to say, have you ever had ash in your mouth?
I mean, I had burnt sweet potatoes. Does that count?
I mean, did you burn them to ash?
Y'all all know what I got to do to survive back at college, man.
No, but something similar, possibly. What? Why did she taste like ash? Why did people taste like ash? What is up with that?
That's a good question. I don't know. All I know is that she tasted really nasty, like that. And then as she was screaming, the lights all up and down the street block started flickering on and off. And I was just like, well, crap. I don't know I don't know what you are, but I am hungry and we are not doing this right now. And so, I got her into an alley before, the neighborhood got outside, but it was fine. It was mostly fine, because
Would I know anything about people tasting like ash? Is that a thing with
You
this
can
horrible?
certainly roll, my friend. You can certainly roll intelligence and occult.
You
And what
killed
all is
someone's
Anash
grandma?
telling them? Specifically, Anash, are you telling them about the pain you felt?
I don't know as though he was really wanting to share that. I don't think he's really telling everybody that happened so much. But he's definitely sharing all about the ashy old lady that needed some lotion.
I got 5. My dice decided to like me this time.
All right. With 5 successes, you are aware that there are some people who are able to protect themselves against being consumed. There are some religious people that can do it. Some elders are supposed to have been able to do it. You even know that the Nosferatu used to be able to do that. At least some of them. It still seems odd to you. The way that they described it is weird. It reminds you of some stories you were told about some of the members of your clan from centuries ago, but all the details aren't there, so you don't know. It's weird.
So I'm more used to hearing stories about how when it's diablerie that the blood tastes like ash, and less so when it's with the humans. All right, interesting.
God, I wish it was diablerie, because at least I would have got something more out of it than.
Okay, this is like a weird question, but are you like absolutely 100% sure she was human? Because I don't.
Oh, I don't know, honestly. I mean, I just know she tasted like ash, and then I drank her, and she stopped moving.
Right, because they do that. But
You
like,
killed grandma? Oh my gosh.
no, see, listen, Sebastian, you're thinking about this all wrong. See, she's like at the end of her life, so she like got to live a full and interesting life, and now it's over, and that's like so much better than taking somebody young who's like new.
No, it's not. She could have grandkids. Maybe she was retiring in a week or something. Maybe she had a holiday planned.
But isn't that better than like, a wedding next week or going to college or
You can get married at any age.
Exactly.
Above the age of
Thank you,
18,
Paul.
I'm just saying. We got rules around here, but yeah, seniors get married too.
Yeah, but statistically.
You must have not been to a lot of weddings, Tiz.
Anyway, my point is that like, so I don't have like any like, humans doing it, but sometimes, I don't know, sometimes, other kindred can make themselves like not taste good. And I don't know, what if a human figured it out? I don't know how or why though. And you killed her anyway, so it doesn't seem like it'd be a very good defense against getting eaten.
I mean, did you leave the bite marks in it?
I mean, I didn't really have time to check. There was a lot of people with baseball bats.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that as a no, man.
Sebastian just sits in a chair, takes one of the couch pillows, and just puts it over his face.
Like I'm kind of out of favors, so I think like we might have to handle this ourselves if we want to handle it, if we think it's a problem.
Yo, I at least want to get something to eat before we start cracking into another one of these things, man.
I can do a cold one with Tansy.
I learned my lesson about that. I want to. I don't think it's the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there might be some rats still on the ground. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna figure something out.
Are you saying you thought about what you did and you?
Walt has a flashback to what happened at the table.
He's like, I ain't think that, man. All I'm thinking about is a big old delicious rat or something, man. Maybe even a marsupial.
Big old tasty rat steak. Yeah, you know, I could get on board with that. I mean, I'm not going to eat it, but
Yeah, and you know what, Walt? I have an idea. So I've been thinking a lot about this whole like thing that you've got, set up in our house, and I want to know more about it. So if I help you hunt, can you like sort of show me how this works and maybe kind of what you're doing?
Mm. All right, Ree, this is your call. Cause yes, yes, Walt is blood bonded to Tansy, but this is something very out of character as far as Walt's experience. This is like extraordinarily out of character from Tansy. So how would you rule it?
Do you wish to reject something that Tansy wants you to do?
So is this like if being given a direct order?
This is close enough to an instruction that if you wish to not do it, you do have to make a roll.
Are you serious? That was an offer. That wasn't an order.
To be
Blood
fair,
bond
I
is
did not-
very consuming.
Yo,
pretend you're a teenager who's infatuated with, Tansy.
I asked nicely, and
You
I'm
did.
offering help.
but it's just strange for Walt because he's very street smart. So if he were to hear something out of character,
Oh, no, Tansy is
Roll.
absolutely using the blood bond plus the offer of helping you hunt to get what she wants, which is your blood sorcery knowledge. Like, this is absolutely not altruistic.
Roll resolve and intelligence. And I believe your blood bond is at level 3 now. I believe. If my memory is
yeah, this
correct.
ain't
So you
gonna
need
this ain't gonna
3
happen.
successes.
This is not gonna happen. 3 successes exactly.
Okay. You are aware of yourself enough that you can attempt to resist doing something for this turn.
Hey, this don't sound like you, girl. Like, did something happen? You was not with us? You never want to hunt. You never interested in what I'm doing as long as I don't, stain anything.
I just, we've all gotten, we've all come so close to like I really feel like we've bonded over the past couple nights, and I think it's important that we learn to share each other's interests. And well, I mean, also like, so my auntie like pulled me aside, and she's great, you guys would love her, and she just she thinks that y'all are awesome and just really wants me to like be friends with you guys because she thinks that you guys can like help keep me safe and teach me important good things to help make me better.
She's really just sitting on the couch looking and soaking all this in like interesting. Not
Yeah.
saying that, he's just
Walt,
sitting here.
roll
Walt's
me
on the hook. No, Walt's on the
intelligence.
hook. He can't resist
Okay.
that she attacks his entire ego and way of thinking. He just okay.
And like we can help each other, like I can help you hunt, and like maybe I can help you like make the I'm not very good at like the sciencey stuff, but maybe I can help you with what you've got going on. And Sebastian, I mean, you're cool. I don't really know what you want, actually. I'm gonna worry about that later. But if you want help with something, I can help you. And Anosh, like, I don't.
How you do that stuff with the dead people?
I mean, some of it is just kind of like I woke up with it, and some of it is, like reading books and, putting in a couple earning favors and, practice.
Can I learn some of that?
Actually, you probably could at this point.
Roll me intelligence and occult.
Of course, that's a roll. Okay.
Tansy.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You are aware that it is very much not all right for you to teach another necromancy. You are aware that the clan would hunt down and eliminate anyone who has gained a knowledge of necromancy that is not in the family.
Okay, here's the thing though, if I told you, you'd have to be super, super extra secret promise. And, just because I could try to maybe show you some stuff, it doesn't mean that you could do it. All right, storyteller, I think what Tansy wants to do is teach him fake necromancy, stuff that looks good but actually doesn't do anything, to try and convince Walt that he's actually learning necromancy, but Tansy is not gonna violate that tenet of her family.
So you
And
wish
I want
to
try to convince
manipulate Walt into believing that you have taught them something when you have not.
Yes.
Roll manipulation and subterfuge, and Walt, roll me wits and awareness.
Dun, dun.
Okay.
Let's see, do I get any bonuses to that anywhere?
3 successes.
Mm. 3 successes. No, I'm sorry. That's 2. Sorry. Nope. That's a 1. Nope. That's
Do
2
either
successes.
of you wish to spend willpower to re-roll any dice?
No, because that was a hunger die, so I cannot, unfortunately.
Well, definitely ain't doing it.
Yes, you can only re-roll non-hunger die. Walt, it becomes pretty clear. A few of the things that you can see that she's doing as she's trying to explain this to you doesn't do anything. You recognize it's just kind of basic parlor tricks, really.
Walt will keep it to himself the best he can. Because he's a wily guy. That's the thing about it. Because for once he's starting to feel like he has an edge over someone. He would keep it to himself.
Okay. All right, so you two spend a few moments together, and as far as you can tell, Tansy, they seem to have brought it to be buying this lesson.
So, you kind of you put the blood over here, and you're going to want to get some extra materials. I can help you get some of those. Right now, I think I'm really looking for some bile, I think, for something big that I have planned. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
In the meantime, let's get something to eat.
Yes, I promised you I'd help you hunt, and I will keep my promises.
Walt gets some gear and the hoping that it'll help his hunt. Knowing Ree's probably not. You find nothing, bro. You get no modifiers. You're banished, bro.
You all are preparing to
not
do
allow
your
it.
hunt. I think here is where we are going to take a break for the evening.
You can't take
All
breaks
right.
here, bro. I
We
will not
are-
allow it.
We are halfway through our story for the evening, and our coterie has already started to play games with one another. So we're going to see exactly how that turns out when we come back. We will be calling for about 10 to 15 minutes. So go ahead and take any breaks you need to, and then we'll be right back. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are just going to actually just jump right back into things as our coterie is coming to terms with a lot of things that are going on. I believe Walt and Tansy were wanting to do a little hunting together. Is that still the plan?
Oh yeah.
Yep. I told Walt I would help him, so I'm gonna go help.
All right. So I believe you two are going to be hunting together. Tansy, do you have any dice in survival, animal kin, anything that could help you hunt wild animals?
I've got some stealth and some investigation.
I'll let you use stealth. I feel like you could argue that stealth is effective for hunting animals. Sure. And Walt and Tansy, are the two of you activating the Blush of Life as you are going out?
I am not, no. Because I figure we're going to be in dark places where humans aren't, because that's where the animals are. And I don't see a purpose for it.
I'll do it. Just in case we randomly get caught. Walt does not have anything fancy, so I'll rouse the blood.
And does any of you still have any aggravated wounds? I don't believe so. But I could be wrong. Outside of Anash, I don't believe anyone has any aggravated wounds.
No.
Not since our great reset.
Good. All right. So, where would you like to conduct this hunt, Walt?
We're going for alleyways, dumpster, sewers, where they like to gather the most.
All right. So, so you have you can have a choice there. You can choose to hunt in the sewers themselves, or you can hunt the alleyways and back entrances to places.
If Tansy's not going to activate the Blush of Life, we might as well just hit the sewers. Safest bet. Minimize discovery.
All right. Roll me Composure Animal Kin and then add 1 dice because Tansy is helping you.
All right. Composure Animal Kin. Modifier 1.
This one, I'm expecting you to beast your fail. Hey,
why did you have to say that? Why did you have to say that?
Put it out into the universe. The dice got heard your prayer.
You are such a hater. I swear. You are such a hater. I couldn't.
Oh my god, Ari, your face is priceless.
Like that could not have happened at a best/worst time. Like Ree is over here, evidently has power over Roll20. It's a bit scary now.
You are such a hater, Ree. I swear on everything, bro. You are such a hater.
Phenomenal. Grade A content. Top
I did
tier.
this on purpose. I did not intend for this to happen. So, do I just...
She'll call.
You know, I will let you choose here, Walt. I am a fan of letting people choose the way they suffer. You are going to fail this check, and you can choose to suffer a compulsion or to suffer something different.
I'll go for a compulsion.
All right,
I'll just
wonderful. And Tansy, because you helped with this, roll me a d10.
Ree.
As you attempt to move deeper into the sewer to track down some of these rats, both of you find yourselves stepping into gook and dirty water and who knows what else. And upon turning one of the corners underneath, won't you slip and land into a kind of a small running water of something. And as you do so, the irritation and anger at failing to hunt kind of mixes in with the hunger you are feeling. And you are tired of all of this, Walt, until you do anything to sake your hunger, period, you will suffer a 2 dice penalty to any and all pools.
You literally can't hunt now. Why did you do this? You literally can't do anything.
Tansy rolled it. I didn't know that. Tansy rolled it. Tansy rolled it. You're welcome to try the hunting pool again. It probably won't be a bestial failure again.
There are no dice in the pool now. There are no dice
they're all. It's fine. You still have some dice. It's fine. It's fine. The same thing. It's the same pool. It's fine.
What?
Perhaps Walt will find a werewolf in wolf form.
You do not get the penalty for hunting, to be clear. Doing anything besides hunting would be a 2 dice penalty, but hunting will be fine.
Oh, man.
And there is a person down here with you, Walt, that you can feed from. It wouldn't be too difficult.
A human?
No. Tansy is right there.
This is true. But blood bonded, he wouldn't do that. If he's still in control of himself, he wouldn't do that without permission.
Are you okay, Walt?
Wherever, Ginger, whatever, okay? Just can't find nothing down here.
I mean, okay, like, listen, it's, you don't seem like yourself. You seem kind of agitated, and
every time I hunt, I can't find nothing, man.
I know, it's super annoying, and I get that, right?
The sheriff gets to find something, you find something, Sebastian finds somebody.
I mean, there's plenty of dead people around, so, like, sometimes it's easier. Rats are small, and
if I ever think about eating somebody, sheriff ain't gonna bite me.
I mean, not to be all anoush about it, but, like, if you wanted to, I could maybe help.
What, you gonna find me a marmoset or something?
I don't know where we'd find a marmoset, but maybe there's like an exotic pet store or something. But that sounds like a lot of effort. I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to, if you needed to, you could, have some of mine.
Is this an order?
No.
I'm asking you out of character. Like if
not,
because don't forget he's blood bonded to you, and you're asking. Remember how this went before?
Yeah.
You proposed something. Everyone's like, "Oh, you're trying to resist. You gotta roll for it." Homie's mad until he gets to drink any blood, and here you go, same dilemma. So
sounds like a great idea to you, Walt.
You're like,
all right, give me your arm, wherever. Give it here.
Okay, just like a little bit though, okay? Because we don't want to get like too deep in it, but here.
All right, Walt starts drinking. This is so sad. Homie can't catch not a single break. We out here hacking roll 20.
I didn't do that.
Yes, you literally did.
I have no influence over that. That had nothing to do with me.
No.
As you begin to drink the precious vitae from Tansy's veins, it tastes wonderful. And you feel the beast satisfied beyond measure. Pansy, what is your blood potency?
My blood potency, I think I'm just at 2. Come on, sheet. Come on. Scroll up. Yeah, let's see. I'm just at a 1.
That one. Okay. And you can, how much are you drinking here, Walt?
He'll take a dot.
Okay. Tansy, you grow hungrier.
Nothing unmanageable.
Does the compulsion go away in this instance?
Yes. Your mind is alleviated as the beast is consumed with its desire and satisfied.
Well, I'm feeling better now.
See, I knew you would feel better.
Your clothes are absolutely ruined.
Well, promise is a promise. You want to shower and then I try to teach you something or whatever?
I would love to. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
And Walt will start making his way back to our lovely home base.
Does this haven have a shower in it?
Tansy canonically said it did.
Yeah, Tansy absolutely would have figured out some way to get some plumbing in this place. Not only for her little art project, she would have wanted a sink, but also there's no way Tansy does not have a shower.
I will make a note. And before long, you two are approaching the haven, and as you enter, I assume Sebastian and Anosh are still inside. Is that correct?
Sebastian has propped his newest book up on top of the pillow in his lap and is just reading it.
As they enter, you are both greeted with a very wet and stinky Walt. And I'll leave it to you all.
Walt will wait until in the entryway.
Walt, what have you been doing?
Trying to hunt. What you think I'm trying to do, man?
It didn't go great.
I'm tired of everybody finding something and I can't find nothing.
Yeah, he's still a little cranky. I tried to help a little bit, so like he's feeling a little bit better. Oh my gosh, he was like on the edge. Sorry, Walt. You were just like, you had that look in your eye, and like I know that look. It's like I've had that look, and
Walt's just like too ashamed thinking about what he had to resort to get something in his stomach. He's not saying anything. But he's just like he's waiting on you to get a shower in first. Then he'll shower.
Well, sometimes hunting can be tricky. That's why they call it hunting and not going to the buffet.
they should totally have buffets. Here, like I'm gonna shower. You guys hang out. Walt, think about what you want to teach me, and I'll be right back.
Walt size.
Take Walt with you. He needs a shower too.
You could. But he's blood bonded. He ain't gonna bust a move, unfortunately. That's what I'm telling you. This blood bond is crippling right now.
You got like a hose in here or something? You just spray them off.
If it was someone else, sure. But since it's Tansy, nope.
I mean,
You got to be respectful unless she wills it.
I could try to rig something up, but I just don't see the point. We can take turns in the shower. It's not that big of a deal.
So that's why I'm saying you can shower first. And I know you don't want me getting all this stuff on your carpet until you're ready, so.
I appreciate that so much. Oh my gosh. I scamper off. I'm gone for like, I don't know, 20 minutes.
So as
That's
you
quick, all
are
things considered. Okay.
taking
I'm
showers and cleaning. For you, Sebastian and Anosh, is there anything you all wish to do? Any conversations you two wish to have?
So, Walt, have you thought of maybe changing your hunting approach? You know, perhaps, perhaps rooting around in the sewers for rats is a little more difficult than it needs to be. You know, maybe we can think of something that'll be a little more sustainable.
Well, you made a comment earlier, so it got me thinking, Saracen. Yeah, I can find rabbits instead of rats. You know what I'm saying? I don't modify the little thing I built, but the whole thing is, I don't know how pet stores be keeping rabbits nowadays. I don't know if that rabbits can breed. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to get on Craigslist or something, see if there's some local rabbit farmers.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I mean, you could also go hunting and for some rabbits and maybe just capture rather than kill.
You think I can catch a rabbit in my current state, Saracen? I ain't you.
I mean, what do kids have these days? The internet. I think I've heard. It's got a lot of information. I'm sure you could find out something there.
So what, I'm supposed to go make some live traps or something? I so can't afford one.
I have no. Yeah, I'm sure Tansy could help with that. Maybe she's got some odds and ends laying around.
Hey, Sebastian.
Yeah?
You know, we can get some rabbits that can breed.
I mean, the pet store would be my first guess, but we've ruled that out. I don't think going and hunting them in the wild. We can't catch rats. I don't know. I don't know where people get rabbits from.
I mean, they can crop up in people's backyards sometimes, but we ain't exactly in the suburbs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I also don't want to, randomly go through somebody's backyard.
I mean, Jackson over here randomly walking up on people and biting into them in their own driveway. So, what's a backyard? Is this one of them vampire rules I don't know about, man?
I mean, no, but also, it's also one of those things like maybe we just don't. We could try a pet store. Like, there's got to be rabbits in there, right?
Roll me your intelligence and animal handling, Walt.
Alrighty. I'm assuming animal kin.
Yes, animal kin.
And one success.
You do know that the metro parks would most likely have animals that you could feed on.
I mean, yeah. That's going to be an adventure.
I mean, we could always go through the metro parks. Y'all ever been?
The where?
Yeah, the Cleveland Metro Parks. They span all over Cleveland, you know. Special reserves and set apart in the city. You know, there's one that runs the creek straight to Mill Creek Falls.
No, I don't normally go to parks.
Well, I'm asking because if it's another one of them vampire rules, like we can't go into a park or something, I want to know up front before we go try and get some rabbits.
Well, I mean, I don't know if the park's owned by anybody. It could be neutral territory. We don't exactly have a map of who owns what.
How are we going to establish territories if you don't know who has what territory?
It's kind of just some kindred goes, yo, this is my block. Like how we said this is our block. And if the prince has an issue with it, then the prince can kick us out. But the prince hasn't seemed to have an issue with it. But yeah, we could go to the park. I mean, sure, why not? Let me go scare some pigeons and rabbits now. This is gonna be great.
It is the middle of the night. At this rate, we may not have enough time.
I mean, Sebastian, do you really think it's a good idea for you to go hunting for critters with Walt?
I mean, maybe I could scare them in his direction.
I suppose that could be a workable strategy. Gotta find him first, though.
We need some live traps too.
I mean, or we could just check the pet store first.
Yeah, could check the pet store.
You know any pet stores open at 1 a.m.?
I mean, there's always tomorrow.
I mean, there's always tomorrow night. We could just. Oh, really? I don't know how hungry you are.
I'm all right for now, but I can't tell you about in the morning.
Let's just, I need Tansy to use her phone to look and see if what pet stores are open.
I fear at that point Tansy comes back out, hair wrapped in a towel. Hi, I heard my name. What do you need?
Is this like Beetlejuice? I say it 3 times, I summon you.
Oh, that would be super cool. I don't know if that works.
We'll try it. We'll try it. Hey, could you use your phone and see what hours some pet stores are?
Walt starts heading toward the shower.
Oh man. Okay, so the good news is there's actually a lot of pet stores. The bad news is they all close at 5 to 8. I think a couple of these are open till 8 on Saturday, but it looks like a lot of these close pretty early. We could maybe hit one at the tail end right before they close, maybe if we're lucky.
I mean, it's a good start. Well, if it's closed tomorrow night, we'll attempt for the park.
Oh, we're gonna go to the park?
Yes, we're rabbit hunting. I believe it's out of season, but it's okay.
What about ducks?
I'm not even certain when duck season is. For all I know, everything's out of season. I'm just. Do rabbits bite? Is that a thing they do?
Yes.
Have teeth, they probably bite.
I mean, I think anything bites if you make it angry enough.
If a rabbit bites me, I'm not going to be happy.
You can't make kindred rabbits, right?
I don't think so.
Oh my god, and if you guys read Manicula?
Oh wow. Way to bring that out. I was not expecting Manicula.
Read what?
Thing, right?
He just looks at Anush like, what do you know about this?
No, okay, fine. No, never mind. Apparently I'm the only one that knows, and that's fine. That's fine. You guys can just you're all old anyway. Walt understands me. So, but Walt would understand me. But yeah,
Not old.
but no, old is fine. It just means that you know stuff and can do stuff. It's not a bad thing.
I guess at this point, Walt will come out of the shower then.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't look a day past 25.
And Walt's just got his underwear on and some pants with a belt through it, because everything else on his person is just essentially ruined.
What's wrong?
It's I understand the look you're going for, and that's fine. But do you need a shirt?
I mean, that would be nice, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, Sebastian took me shopping for a suit, so I didn't know if I could ask for more clothes.
Need some fancy
Yes,
robes for him?
you can ask for more clothes. You need shirts and pants. Yes.
You didn't tell me that before we went shopping. I asked for supplies. You got me some supplies. You told me to make a list. You was already buying me a suit, man. What you expect me to do? I'm owing too many people.
You see he scoots down in his chair enough just to put the pillow over his face.
So what was y'all talking about, man?
Just things like if we're gonna go out walking around and go into a pet store, because like most of the stores they make you wear a shirt. So if we're gonna go to a pet store, you should have a shirt.
Where am I gonna get one right now? Hey, seriously, that lady you killed, she have a shirt? I'll take a shirt.
I mean, I could, if you want to go back and find her body, you could.
You said they had bats? No, thank you, man.
I'll take her wallet if we want to go back.
I don't, I'm not sure that I can even remember exactly where the neighborhood is.
I thought we were supposed to be laying low.
I mean, her body's pretty low. I think I left it in a dumpster.
Look, I need a shirt. I need some rabbits.
Well,
Nancy needs a wallet. Sebastian, I don't know what you expect us to do.
You could just, I don't think pet stores have the same policy as like a McDonald's, the shirt and the shoes and the service thing. I saw that on one of them once when I came by.
I could just wait in the car again.
I mean, you could do that, yeah. But you sure you trust us with getting the right type of rabbits? Floppy ears or like sticking up? Or
I was a pharmaceutical student before this, man. I don't know more about rabbits than anybody else. They might taste good, though. I know that.
You know what? Sure, let's go break into a pet store. Let's go do this. This should be fun.
Why not?
If the sheriff comes by, it's fine. It's all fine. We're rabbit hunting out of season. Let's go. Just puts his book down.
What, like they're gonna give us a permit?
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, guys, speaking of the sheriff, I just remembered, I found out that they're going to do Elysium here in like a week. So we absolutely have to get you some clothes because we all have to go.
Oh, we got the memo.
Sebastian just pulls his invitation out of his pocket.
Oh my God, you got a fancy invitation? I just got told I had to show up.
Yeah.
Some crusty guy with a floating head told me.
I also got him a suit. We just need to keep him on his best behavior.
I am on my best behavior.
Don't let him take the suit hunting.
No.
Okay, so like this pet store, and I show one that's probably in a less nice part of town that has
East 103rd Pet Supplies Plus. Let's go. Let's go.
Right.
We've been new in these streets.
I just want one that looks like it would have, rabbits. So maybe something that says, like exotic pets. You know those pet stores that look just a little bit shady.
Oh yeah.
Like you're pretty sure that like the snakes they have didn't come from reputable breeders, and it's just it looks a little sketch. Like I want that pet store.
All right, so you all are traveling to this pet store together. Are you taking any precautions?
I will turn on Blush of Life as we're doing this. I'll risk that.
Would it have worn off?
No. The Blush of Life ends when you go to sleep, or unless some other effect forces it to end.
All right, so Walt still has it on.
Oh man, that's a 4.
You grow hungrier.
How's your
I
hunger looking?
believe
I'm at
hunger
3.
We match. Yay.
Oh my god, we're
beast is
twins!
growing. The hunger of the beast is growing. All right, and as you all are making your way through, but the ride itself is actually pretty quiet. This section of the neighborhood is not busy. It is around about 2:30 in the morning. And you find this small little pet store. You don't see anyone else around at the moment. Should be fairly simple. Are you guys pulling up front, or are you doing something different?
I'm sorry, Tansy dear. Did you say you were hungry?
Okay for right now, but thank you.
All right. Well, just keep an eye on it. I wouldn't want you to go starving or anything.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you.
Now let's see if we can get Walt some of these rabbits.
Yeah.
Walt's rattling off things he would think y'all need.
All right, we need to get a nice clean environment with like some hay or something. We need to get some good foundation. We need to get one of them little sippy things. I saw one back in elementary school. But yeah, they're gonna probably want to eat some carrots or something. We still got some peanut butter back at the keep, you know what I'm saying? And
Like that's Walt in the back seat.
Do rabbits eat peanut butter?
I thought we were just here for rabbits.
they gotta be able to eat and drink something, Sebastian.
He's
Oh, you
not
want
wrong.
multiple rabbits. How many rabbits are we getting?
I think he wants the rabbits to make.
I'm making a
more.
rabbit farm.
Well, how is that supposed to solve your hunger for tonight?
Yeah, I thought this was like a grocery store situation, not like a starting like a farm situation. And it's fine. We can have a farm.
Look, you're already breaking in. However many you can get, you can get. If it's less, just start. I eat it. But if you get more, I can work with that.
Yeah, he doesn't have to eat the rabbits. There are other animals here. He could eat those.
I can go for a guinea pig. There's domestic rats and mice too.
Maybe there's a chatty parrot around here. I'm smart to say.
Can't say I've ever had bird. Well, except the fried kind, but that was back when I was, human.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest that now.
Yeah, that's not a good idea. I tried. Yeah. Once is enough. No, thank you.
Man, I miss they used to have some good old bird back at the High Sauce Williams, you know what I'm saying, man? You get to put sauce on it, you always put the bread on the side, you know what I'm saying?
Actually.
Oh, okay. So
This stream is sponsored by Hot Sauce Williams. I'm just playing. Don't take that seriously, Twitch.
No, legally it is not.
I'm just saying, like Hot Sauce Williams is watching right now.
we just we're just going in and grabbing as many as we can, right?
As many as I can get you.
If we're grabbing as many as we can, do we need something to put them in?
I'm sure they got pet carriers inside.
Walt's gonna hand Sebastian his little acid orb, like in case you need to melt like a lock or something. Just crack it open on there and wait a few seconds.
Okay.
I am looking at this thing that Walt has passed over to Sebastian with absolute unmasked curiosity and a little bit of lust. Like, what is that? I want it.
No. He gets out of the car. When you cannot destroy like a building, we'll give you the orb of acid, whatever. Let's go. Close the door.
As a little label on it says caution, do not drink in really janky handwriting.
I don't need that to destroy a building. I can obviously destroy a building all on my own, thank you. I want to know what that is.
All right, as you all are approaching, are you doing anything as you approach? Where do you leave the car?
I'd like to say at least a street over. Like, hopefully we're smart enough, hopefully, to not park directly in front of the pet store we're about to rob, because that sounds...
I'm sure we have a lot of combined points. We probably have a lot of points combined in larceny. I'm just saying.
Hmm.
Like my 0 plus everyone else's 0. You know.
I got 1.
We can make
There
it
you
work.
go. All right, so you
Wait.
park a full street over. You make your way over to the pet store. As you approach, is there anything you're doing? How are you all handling this caper here?
Well, before
this
I get near
stuff.
the pet store, in case I've got a little. I mean, I'm hard for people to remember, but cameras are a different story. So before we get out of the car, Anusha's gonna pull up a kind of a hoodie and a mask up over his face, just covering everything but his eyes.
Okay.
Sebastian, don't forget they got security cameras in there, so you might have to do that thing you do.
What thing did I do?
You know, when you get close to the technology and then it don't work with you.
I will keep an eye out for cameras, and if I see them, yes, I will disable them.
Okay. I tried to stay out of sight.
Guys, we're such a good team. Look at us.
Sebastian's walking like towards this pet store, like, this is how I die. I die getting rabbits. This is let's go.
Roll wits awareness, Sebastian. Let's see if you can spot any cameras.
Being smart about this and raising the wits. Thank you. Seven with a crit.
7? Okay. You notice there are 2 cameras. One is at the kind of roof of the awning at the entrance. That's kind of looking down at the door like this. And then you can see there's one that's kind of mirrored that one inside the store that's aiming kind of at the front door. You got it is designed to spot anyone trying to steal or anything. From the looks of it, they are both about 10 feet off the ground. So it would be rather difficult for you to leap. It would be an athletic feat to reach up there.
How dark is it over there?
It's pretty dark for you. There is enough for your shadow arts to work.
Yeah,
if you so choose.
I got a
Use
stain.
light.
And I'm going to use Arms of Ahriman to smack the camera.
Alright, since you have lost a portion of your humanity, a portion of your soul has been stained, I will allow you to break it without rolling. I will be kind. And you were able to break the first one pretty easily with this set of arms. Do you wish to break the other one as well?
Yes, I'm going to move it inside if I can see the camera and whack it with the arm.
Sure. It takes a moment of kind of maneuvering with the arms, but you are able to break both security cameras. I assume that you all have decided to stay away from the actual spots covered by the cameras until Sebastian is finished.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sebastian, as they were walking up, was like, hold on one moment.
Alright, then the cameras are taken care of.
Some people blindly wandering into the way of Sebastian's tentacle party.
Should be good.
Do you all, anything else you all do? I believe the front door is in front of you. Now that you've approached, you can see they have those 2 plastic things that with the sensors on the side of it, on the inside, when you go through. How are you getting through the door?
Oh, how are we gonna unlock this door?
Are they? I mean, you got the acid vial. Or does somebody have a lockpick kit? Because
Could
assuming
also
that's probably
try the back door, maybe.
yeah. There we go. Let's.
Yeah, there's a.
It's also not going to be on the street front.
Hey, Walt, they're knocking on the back door. Should I let him in?
Walt is in the car.
He's hiding. He's like, nope, nope, nope.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. We got Sebastian to scare the shit out of all the animals. It'll be fine.
So are you
The
searching for
heaviest
a
of-
back door? Are all of you searching
Yes.
for a back door?
Yes.
Okay. You do see there is a back door. This one is just kind of a plain steel door. It has the words exit kind of written on it and with like the black kind of sticker.
Sebastian's just gonna smash the vial against like the lock on it.
Sure. But just roll the generally just Dex Athletics. Just see how accurate you are. Give me. I will say, give you 1 success will weaken the lock. 2 successes will have the acid break the lock in its entirety. And if you botch, then something else will happen.
Well, you're lucky. I got 2
Nice.
on a
The
7 dice
acid,
pool.
Oh, God.
Nice. The acid does descend, begin to kind of melt the lock, and after a moment or two, you hear this kind of sizzling, burning sound, and the door does kind of not fully open, but you kind of hear it kind of click, and as you go to pull it, it does open for you.
All right. Which one of you wants to go in first? Because I don't want to scare the rabbits.
I think it would probably be best if you stayed out here. Just,
I mean, I don't mind going first, but like, I'm not very
It's-
good with animals, but they like don't hate me either.
it's fine. Animals love me.
Well, if they like you, then you go first.
Sure. Why not? Again, what's the worst that could happen? As Anush steps through the door.
Okay, as you step through, the section of the store you are in seems to be for birds and bird feed. You see, there's kind of as you enter, there are shelves with just bags of various bird feed, and the thing you may put down at the bottom of cages and things. I forget what that's called, but you see those, and you see cages with birds that seem to be sleeping or unconscious, or for some reason nothing seems to happen.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm masked, so I'm going to, kind of signal for Di that it seems to be, or I'm sorry, for Tansy that it seems like it's okay to come in, and I'll just proceed forward because I'm right now under the assumption that this is a nice empty pet store, and we're looking for some rabbits and other animals that we can fit into containers and bring with us.
All right, so as all of you, or whoever is wishes to enter, you see that this store is kind of divided. You see to your left, Anash, the section of the store is kind of like lizards and reptiles, and then there are fish and other aquatic creatures, and then to your right you see where the other, I guess, mammals, cats, dogs, all kind of about the size of like maybe a bit bigger than the palm of the hand. Gerbils, I suppose, would also be over there as well.
All right, we'll head toward the gerbils, see if we can find anything bigger. I don't know what Tansy's gonna do. Tansy can make up her own mind.
Now, I'm gonna follow the path that he's setting. I might get slightly distracted by the snakes for a second, but I will continue along the path. There are dogs in here? Are we?
They keep dogs on some pets. Well, they keep cats.
Well, they
I know that.
do. I am concerned about the dogs. I am worried that dogs are gonna wake up and blow our cover. That is a concern.
You can avoid them.
Yeah, I want to avoid the dogs as much as possible. I am
I'll just
convinced
have-
that they're going to be a problem.
I'll just maintain silence of death, so I'm quiet.
Just because I think this is kind of funny. The dogs are right next to the rabbits. In this place.
Oh no! Oh no! I fed the storyteller.
This is what happens when you think out loud.
Yeah, it's the only way I think. So there we go.
Walt's good with any rodents. He would have told y'all that. You don't have to have your heart set on rabbits.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna definitely try and be as stealthy as possible, and if I can, I don't know how far. I don't know if it's like an aura that Anush is putting out, but try and like cling to it to try and like enhance my stealth so I'm less obvious to the animals and not cause a full blown riot.
Sure, I'll allow it. Roll dexterity and stealth. You need one success to not wake dogs in the middle of the night. And this breaking and entering this heist that you all have started.
Bestial failure.
Well, I get
All of the
3
worst.
dice, and all of them are hunger. So let's see. Yeah, 0 successes. It's 2 5s and a 3.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You fail. So you're attempting to kind of stay close to Anush, but the problem is that Anush is used to moving, and as a result, they're not moving to kind of give you forewarning on what they're doing. So he kind of hangs a right. You want to keep going, and as you attempt to correct, you bump into one of the shelves. And you kind of knock one of the, we'll say, gerbils to the ground, and then there's this kind of loud clattering sound. Roll me a d10. We'll see how this goes. Just tell me if you get a success or fail.
A 1.
As this happens, you all, the entire building goes quiet for a moment, and then you hear this barking begin. Yes, it goes everything. It's that quiet where just when you know that you've done something and you're like kind of everything kind of stops around you and you're like, what's about to happen? And then you begin to hear dogs barking. And as the dogs begin to bark, some of the birds come alive, including some like a pair of parrots begin to make loud squawks. What are you all doing?
Remember, it's hunting for Walt. It all goes horribly wrong, no matter who's doing it.
Anash just looks over at Tansy like, oh dear. and because I mean he's not worried about being quiet. He's like, he looks at her and just says, just get some dog food. Maybe it'll get the dogs quiet. And he's looking around for a container to, kind of start stuffing some rabbits into.
There's
could be a sack. He doesn't care.
Mm-hmm. There are plenty of animal carriers around.
Don't forget the supplies.
Yeah, unable to.
Rabbit food is basically just vegetables.
Rabbit food, the water feeders, the down. Like he was saying all this stuff on the way there.
This is what I will say. Anosh has the rabbits. Tansy, roll me wit and intelligence together. This will see if you know what to grab and if in the moment as all this is happening, if you are able to do so quickly.
Okay, that is 2 successes.
Nice.
Okay. You aren't especially fast, but you are able to gather what you think is pretty much everything that Walt figured they would need. Besides, there's just animals anyway. This is really far beneath you. At this point, if you wish to try and silence the dogs, roll animal kin and charisma.
Me?
Yeah,
dog food equals charisma, I
either
guess.
Either of you.
I mean,
you can have 1 dice for food since dogs
died,
want
so,
food.
for me, so
I don't know, or if Sebastian is there, Sebastian, would you like to be there to help your friends?
You know, he could try. He could try. So here's the thing. Because he is repulsive to animals, could he attempt to scare them into being quiet?
Sure, I will give you 2 extra dice for being scary. And you can
Okay,
do
Shut up.
what would you
manipulation,
like me to
intimidation.
roll?
Manipulation, intimidation.
Okay, I'm rousing manipulation. That got me hungrier. But it was worth
And
it.
what's your hunger? What's your hunger at the moment?
2 currently.
Oh, we all in the same club.
And then okay, let's see.
Not all of us.
And we know Anoush ate and Tansy ate. It's all good.
I thought
That's-
Tansy was still 2.
That's 5 successes.
Nice.
Here are
You
those
are very quickly able to kind of silence all of these animals, and they all seem to visibly be kind of hunching away from the side of their enclosures that is closest to you.
I'm just imagining like Oblivion sight active, just him staring at all of them like shut up.
I am
It just
tempted
be
to
like,
give
"Will
you
you
a
all
stain for insulting the powers of La Sombra to
You
dead
know
animals,
what?
it's fine.
But here's the thing.
It's fine.
Lasombra view everything as beneath them.
Yeah, but to rely on the powers of Oblivion to threaten small dogs, that's an insult to the Sombra pride everywhere. You take spiritual damage of insulting your clan. It's
Somewhere
entirely,
his
entirely
sire
separate.
sneezes.
Yeah. As
Wow.
all of Sombra everywhere are aware of this. But you have this moment where you are taking what you have gathered so far and leaving.
You all hurry up and grab everything and don't forget the water feeder or the water thingy.
Okay. All right.
They need
If that
water.
is everything.
I mean, blood has water.
No, listen, I worked very hard to get that water hookup in my house. We just need to get, the rest of the stuff. It's fine.
Just make sure I understand. No one grabs the water.
Sebastian will grab it. Just like water here. Oh look, these say rabbit pellets. Here we go.
Need like the squeezy bottle. I thought I was gathering the supplies. I thought Anush was on the animals.
Yeah,
I
Nush
was
is
on
all. Yeah. It's up to you. Ultimately, Tansy, if you decide not to grab something, it is fully your decision.
No, I want to grab the little dripping water bottle things. I would like to grab that.
All right, we will say
No water bottles for you.
because I find the failure to find all these things to be insulting to kindred. I will say that you are able to gather everything pretty quickly and are able to begin the dash back to the car, which roll a dex and stealth roll to try your best to not look suspicious while carrying all this stuff from
Don't look suspicious.
a pet supply store.
Suspicious.
Or composure and subterfuge, I guess. That could also be not being suspicious. So sure, you can do that.
1 success.
One success. Sandy looks a little suspicious. Sebastian's doing pretty good. Anosh isn't noticed because Anosh is Anosh. And a few moments later, Walter, you see your friends carrying, very unceremoniously carrying a kind of what is clearly meant to be a pet carrier for like a dog or a cat. But as they approach, you can see that it's been stuffed with. Roll me a d10 to see how many rabbits there were. Anyone of you could make this roll.
All right, I'll do it because I got the rabbits.
No, don't let me. It will be bad. We'll end up with 1 rabbit.
I rolled it because I have d10s on my desk and it was a 5.
We've had 5 rabbits. You'll say
That's
an
actually
even
pretty
split
dope.
of them. There's an even split of genders, and then there's 1 extra rabbit. And yeah, you have all of the things you need. Tansy was even a cage as well that you could put them in. So if your attempts at thievery for the evening have concluded, you all are free to have any conversations you wish to have.
How'd it go, man?
It looks like got a haul. There's about 5 here, and so I guess that means you got an extra for a snack if you want.
You all are gonna see an expression pass by Walt's face you've never fully realized. Like when the Grinch gets gets that grin when he's about to steal everything. Walt literally looks like that, but with fangs.
Love it.
Anyway, yeah, it's about time. It's about time. Thank you, everybody. Sebastian, how'd it go?
Well, I officially know I can scare the heck out of dogs.
I mean, if you didn't use that acid thing I gave you, I'm gonna need that back, man.
Oh no, I used that on the door. I'm sorry. It works wonderfully, by the way.
You see Walt make a note of that in his little notebook.
Although I would suggest maybe seeing if you can condense it into a smaller bottle. It was a bit hard to like chuck.
I mean, I'm not a glass blower. I mean, I can figure something out, man. Like,
Maybe make the acid just a bit more potent so it'll be a smaller amount in a smaller jar. Because that thing, I never played baseball, but it felt like throwing a very weighty baseball.
I didn't know you yeeted it. I thought you said the door.
That's canon. It's canon. That's what happened.
Oh man. Walt, write
As
that
if he was
down.
getting it on his hand.
Walt, write that down. Renee.
all right. I mean, I've been theorizing it. I could take some of my blood, combine it with some chemicals and really rile it up, make the potency happen. Maybe if I consider another covalent bond, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like my intro classes.
As Sebastian has nothing in science and very little intelligence, it just goes over his head, so he decides the best option is just to nod and drive.
If anyone's looking at Walt's notepad, he actually is writing down like chemical theory. Like you can see him actually writing out like chemical equations.
Tansy kind of looks over a little bit. It's like, oh, that's interesting.
All right, Tansy, first lesson. See, what you gotta do is you gotta get this isotope and then you move it over here. You gotta make sure you isolate it, right? See, your place is the perfect place to do it because there's not a lot of things that can come and disrupt the process and interrupt the environment. But you can't mix some of these things just anywhere, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes
Tansy's eyes just kind of glaze over at the science of it, because Tansy is all vibes and no math.
You can see Walt is genuinely trying to teach you. So
and Tansy is doing her best, but okay, so I don't know what an isotope is, but do you okay, I get the blood stuff way much better than the math stuff. Could we skip the math stuff and just go straight to the
it's a good thing you do because I don't. I just cut myself and make my blood all acidy and then it does the thing.
Yeah, I want to know. Okay, so you cut yourself and the blood turns to acid. How?
I just do it.
you can tell Walt is being completely honest, actually. He just doesn't.
Magic.
Are you attempting to teach Tansy how to do this?
Very poorly, but yes.
All right, then I would say the other kindred in the car are aware that in order to learn a discipline, you have to taste the vitae of one who possesses it.
I've had Anusha's blood twice. Because of that, would I have a better understanding of what Walt is trying to teach me?
Unfortunately, no. There has to be intent in the tasting. The kindred in question has to intend to impart that knowledge to you. Or you drain them completely and consume everything there is to have of them.
There you go. Tomato, tomato.
Okay. I don't know. I don't get it. This feels like math class all over again. Just keeps explaining everything the same way, and I still don't get it.
Math class wasn't so bad. I mean, that's how I learned how to count money. Do a little accounting on the books.
See, that kind of math I get. Just like this, like sciencey math, I don't.
Ain't nothing but a little calculus, Tansy. See, what you gotta know is you gotta look at the atomic weight. See, I don't know how it interacts with the blood or whatever, because I treat it like argon. Okay, treat it like argon when you dissolve it in sodium hydroxide. Okay, and once you do that, you get a little something. You put it in there. You add a little magnesium. You know what I'm saying? Not manganese. That's important. Only 30 milligrams, not a single milligram more.
Tansy is overcome with a sudden dread that maybe 2 weeks to learn advanced chemistry was not enough time, and she's made a huge mistake.
Yeah, as far as like the blood sampling thing, Walt definitely doesn't know that that's what needs to be done.
I would, right? Tansy
Yes.
probably would know that.
I would say all three of you would know it, since you all are relatively experienced kindred. The only way to learn is through the blood.
Okay, so like, well, I have an idea. I know you're trying really, really hard, and I like totally appreciate all of this effort. Let's get you home. Let's like feed you a rabbit or maybe two, and then maybe after you eat the rabbits and like you feel better, maybe like I think that maybe I need to like have a drink, and then we can have this conversation again.
Okay.
Walt's on board.
Okay.
Poor Walt. Poor blood-bonded Walt.
All right. And if there's no other conversations, you all will arrive back at your haven relatively safe, relatively sound. You all are able to set the rabbit up however it is you see fit. And are there any last minute things you wish to do before the night is ended?
If Walt's okay, I'm thinking the rabbits can go back in the craft room / morgue space that I kind of have set up. Like they can be sort of in the back in their little cage and not out in the main living room or in my bedroom, because no, the rabbits don't need to live in my bedroom. They can be in there, and they're comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
They should be in the morgue where they can get a good look at their inevitable demise.
Well, I don't want them exposed to the elements, too hot, too cold. We want to take care of them.
It's like, it's like veal. Want to take real.
As long as they do what I need them to do. I'm tired of not catching nothing. I should have started a rabbit farm ages ago, man.
Actually, probably not.
When I get enough of them, y'all can eat from it too if y'all really need some.
I don't think it's going to hit the spot, but thank you.
I appreciate the scent.
You telling me it don't work that way for y'all?
No, like, okay, like, how sometimes, like, I'm fine with, like, something's kind of been on ice for a while.
I mean, yeah, you be getting corpses sometimes, right?
Right, but, like, you wouldn't want that, right?
No.
It doesn't sound good.
I mean, Eating anybody isn't good for me.
Well, that's kind of how I feel about animals.
That's so strange, but you used to eat animals before you died.
You know, that kind of really is.
Walt's asking the important questions. Yo, this is like he's trying to convince everybody to go vegetarian.
Well, I mean, we kind of still do eat animals, you know. Humans are the other white meat.
Yo, there's a Rich Evans quote you can slide in there, but I won't do it. I won't do it.
Yeah.
And Walt will probably he'll wait. He'll wait until next session.
Wait, is Walt hungry? Is Walt looking for a snack?
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking about like because we're gonna have to rouse the blood next session. So if he eats it now, well, Terrence is gonna drink from him too. Yeah, he'll eat one. He'll eat one of the rabbits, and then there will 4.
Yep.
He'll
The
eat
hunger
one.
is reduced to 2.
Even with animal,
you're at 3.
even with animal succulents.
What?
I was about to say.
Oh no! I forget. You all feeds are plus 1 for you. So then yes, just so subtract 2 from your current hunger.
Woohoo! All right, we're back down to hunger 1. We good.
Okay.
So Walt will go over to Tangier and be like, so, I mean, I don't know if you got something on ice right now, but if you need to drink and talk, I'm here to listen.
Well, I mean, guys, just like I was saying, like I really want to pay attention and learn what you want to teach me. I don't think I can. So I think like need a little snack like from you, like specifically, and then I think maybe my brain will work better.
Walt's not going to defy Tansy, but can Walt attempt to perceive if Tansy is being deceitful?
You can roll wits and insight.
Woohoo! Okay.
She's not technically lying.
Yeah, like I'm lying as to why I want to learn the blood sorcery, but I am not lying.
3 successes.
You think they're being honest with you? You also can't think of any reason why Tansy would ever want to lie to you. I almost feel
I should
bad
have
for
more
thinking
hunger
that she
die,
would.
not less. There we go. I should have more hunger die.
You almost feel bad for thinking that she would lie to you.
Walt just shrugs and holds out his arm to her.
Yeah, well, why would you think such a thing?
It's so unfortunate.
And I just want to say, Walt, like I'm really, really sorry, okay?
What?
And then I bite into him.
All right. Okay.
Is this happening like in the main room in front of everybody, or?
I don't know why not.
Sure. Then you all see this. Walter, can I have you make me a frenzy check, please? Because as Tansy bites you, you feel the most intense pain you could have ever imagined. It's almost as if the bones and muscles in your arm are being ripped to shreds.
The modifiers or no?
Nope, just a frenzy check.
Okay. Difficulty?
3.
All right. Frenzy restrained, I guess.
You managed to contain the fear that was overtaking you, and it was a surprise. It almost felt like your heart was seized, but you managed to steel yourself, managed to control the beast and restrain it from breaking free. Tansy, how much do you take? When was the last time you fed from someone directly, someone at least somewhat alive?
Ate from a noosh, but that wasn't a nosh, but that wasn't quite
not really the same.
No.
The feeling of the warm blood is refreshing. You can feel your beast react to it, and there is part of you that would much rather prefer drinking this than from the cold dead. How much do you take?
I try to keep myself at just one. I don't want to get us in too much of a problem. And even though I am still using him for knowledge, he is still my friend, and I don't want to hurt him.
Okay. You are not in the middle of a frenzy, so your hunger does get reduced by one, and your hunger increases.
Mhm.
And I believe that is where our story is going to end for this evening.
You was waiting for the wall torture. I see how it is, Ree.
We're at 2 hours and 59 minutes. The story would have ended at 3 hours anyway. But to our lovely people who are still viewing, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed the punishment that our coterie has endured for the last several hours. But we'll just go ahead and let you reintroduce yourselves to our wonderful people here. So we'll go in reverse order. So, Di, would you like to tell us who you are?
Yes, hi. Follow me on Twitter at Dichromaniac, and thank you so much for watching this, guys. It really means the world to me. Thank you.
All right, Sir Monolith, you're up next.
I'm at Sir Monolith on Twitter, and you can find me here as well as here on Ree's channel Sunday night and our other 5th edition game, Erythian Knights, and yeah, that's about it for now.
And up next, our littlest Shamir. Stringer.
I am not that short in real life, by the way. What's up, y'all? I'm Ringer. Y'all know where to find me. I'm on YouTube, all that fun stuff that I did in the beginning. I'm happy to be here. It was fun. Loved having y'all. Next caller.
And last but certainly not least, our scary only to animals shadow dancer. Ari, just tell us who you are.
Hi, I'm Ari. You can find me at Small Shadow Snack on Twitter. Of course, I play Sebastian, and he is out to scare all of the animals, intentionally and unintentionally.
All right, and thank you all for watching. We are going to see if we can raid anyone tonight, and be sure to check us out next Sunday to continue the story of Erythian Knights, and then next Monday to continue this story with this wonderful coterie.